Hey, before Adam and Luna dive in, I've got a secret for you. English has been lying to you for years about letters you're not even supposed to say. Ready to finally find out why? Let's go find Adam. He's waiting for us. You learned to spell island letter by letter, sound by sound, and then someone told you to just skip the S. No explanation, no warning, just a rule you were expected to accept. Today, English finally explains itself. Welcome back to Speakora. I'm Adam, and this is day 10 of our 30-day English Fluency Challenge. Today, we're exposing one of English's biggest secrets, silent letters. The letters that sit right there in the spelling, doing absolutely nothing when you speak.
Hi, everyone. Honestly, Adam, this topic has genuinely frustrated me for years. I remember asking a teacher once why knife has a K you never hear, and she just said, "That's English," and moved on. It never felt like a real answer.
That frustration is completely valid, Luna, and today you're finally going to get the real answer, or at least the useful pattern behind it. Most silent letters aren't random. They're leftover history, sounds that used to be pronounced centuries ago, but disappeared from speech while staying frozen in spelling.
Wait, so these letters used to actually be pronounced at some point?
Exactly. Many of them. The K in knife was pronounced hundreds of years ago. Spelling froze in time, but speech kept evolving. That's honestly why English spelling feels so unpredictable sometimes.
That actually makes me feel so much better. Like it's not some cruel trick. It's just history hiding in plain sight.
Beautifully put, Luna. Let's warm up with a few examples. Say the word island the way you think it's spelled, sound by sound.
Is land.
Very close, but that S is completely silent. Try it the natural way.
I land.
Perfect. Let's try another. Say knife, but skip that first letter entirely.
Knife.
Excellent. Clean and natural. One more warm-up, a day of the week that trips up almost everyone. Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Very common first attempt, but there's a silent D hiding in the middle. Try it the natural way, faster.
Wednesday.
Perfect. Notice how much smoother that sounds compared to pronouncing every letter?
It really does. It's like the word breathes easier that way.
I love that description, Luna. Let's take these patterns much deeper now, into full conversation in real situations where silent letters show up constantly.
Nice work. You just cracked island, knife, and Wednesday, but Adam and Luna aren't done. Next, they're taking these words into real conversations and role plays you'll actually use. Coffee orders, childhood stories, kitchen chats. Stick around. Part 2 is where it gets real.
All right, Luna, let's build this into real conversation because silent letters hide inside sentences you say every single day.
Okay, I'm ready, though a little nervous about how many I don't know yet.
That's completely normal. Let's find out together. Tell me about a place you love to visit someday.
I would really love to visit a small island somewhere quiet, maybe in Greece.
Let's rebuild that one.
I would really love to visit a small island somewhere quiet, maybe in Greece.
Perfect. And did you catch yourself that time or did you need me?
I actually heard it wrong as I said it, but I couldn't stop myself in time.
That's still progress, Luna. Hearing it in real time is the first step. Stopping it comes with more repetition. Let's continue. What's something you cook often at home?
I really enjoy cutting vegetables with a sharp knife. It makes cooking so much easier.
Let's rebuild that one too.
I really enjoy cutting vegetables with a sharp knife. It makes cooking so much easier.
Excellent. Clean correction. Now let's move into role play since silent letters show up constantly in daily situations. Situation 1. Making weekend plans with a friend.
Okay, ready.
What are you doing this Wednesday?
Let's rebuild that one first, actually, since you said it too.
Great catch, Luna. Teachers make mistakes too. Let's fix it together.
What are you doing this Wednesday?
Perfect team correction. Let's continue. I'm actually free that day. Want to get lunch?
That sounds great. I know a nice place near the harbor with a view of the ships.
Beautiful. Completely natural. Situation 2. Describing a childhood memory.
Okay, ready.
Tell me about a memorable trip from your childhood.
When I was young, my family took a boat to a small island, and I remember it being one of the happiest weeks of my life.
Let's rebuild that one.
When I was young, my family took a boat to a small island, and I remember it being one of the happiest weeks of my life.
Beautifully corrected. And such a lovely memory, too. Situation 3. Giving simple cooking instructions to a friend.
Okay, ready.
How do I properly chop an onion?
First, take a sharp knife. Then cut the onion in half and slice it carefully from there.
Luna, that was completely clean on the first try. No correction needed at all.
I think cooking words are actually becoming easier for me now, probably because I use them so often.
That's a great insight, Luna. Personal relevance really does speed up learning. Let's lock all of this in now with focused repetition and vocabulary specifically about silent letters.
Look at that. Luna nailed every role play. Now it's your turn. Up next, 14 rapid-fire sentences to lock this into muscle memory, plus 8 brand new words to talk about pronunciation like a pro. Quick, focused, and it sticks. Let's keep the streak going. Okay, Luna, repetition round. Focused entirely on silent letter words. Say each sentence naturally, skipping the silent letter completely.
Ready?
I want to visit a quiet island someday.
I want to visit a quiet island someday.
Can you pass me that knife, please?
Can you pass me that knife, please?
I have a meeting this Wednesday morning.
I have a meeting this Wednesday morning.
She has a beautiful sign above her shop.
She has a beautiful sign above her shop.
We need to design a new logo.
We need to design a new logo.
I doubt he will arrive on time.
I doubt he will arrive on time.
He climbed the tallest mountain in the region.
He climbed the tallest mountain in the region.
Please listen carefully to the instructions.
Please listen carefully to the instructions.
The plumber fixed the pipe under the sink.
The plumber fixed the pipe under the sink.
I felt a strange sensation in my wrist.
I felt a strange sensation in my wrist.
We wrote a letter to our old teacher.
We wrote a letter to our old teacher.
This bread tastes absolutely wonderful today.
This bread tastes absolutely wonderful today.
He walked calmly through the crowded hallway.
He walked calmly through the crowded hallway.
Fantastic. 12 full sentences, each with a different silent letter pattern. Now, 8 vocabulary words focused on this topic.
Let's do it.
Word 1, etymology, meaning the history and origin of a word. For example, the etymology of knife explains its silent K. Your turn.
I never studied etymology before, but it really helps explain silent letters.
Great usage. Word 2, archaic, meaning old-fashioned or no longer used in modern speech. For example, that pronunciation is now archaic. Try it.
I learned that some silent letters come from archaic pronunciations.
Excellent. Word 3, frozen spelling, meaning spelling that stayed the same even after pronunciation changed. For example, English has a lot of frozen spelling from centuries ago. Luna?
Frozen spelling is honestly such a helpful way to think about this.
Perfect. Word 4, silent letter, meaning a letter that appears in spelling but is not pronounced. For example, the W in wrist is a silent letter. Your turn.
I want to learn more silent letter patterns after today.
Wonderful. Word 5, pattern recognition, meaning noticing repeated structures to predict new examples. For example, pattern recognition helps you guess new silent letter words. Luna?
I'm definitely using pattern recognition more with spelling now.
Great example. Word 6, phonetic, meaning related to the actual sounds of speech rather than spelling. For example, phonetic spelling would remove silent letters completely. Try it.
I wish English spelling were more phonetic sometimes, honestly.
Excellent. Word 7, inconsistent, meaning not following a single predictable rule every time. For example, English spelling can be wonderfully inconsistent. Luna?
I used to think I was bad at spelling, but English really is just inconsistent.
Beautiful. And word 8, confidence, meaning a feeling of trust in your own ability. For example, understanding silent letters builds real spelling confidence. Your turn.
I definitely feel more confidence about tricky words now.
That's the perfect word to end on, Luna. Let's wrap up with a quiz, some focus tips, and your challenge before day 11. You've made it to the final stretch. Last up, a quick quiz to test what stuck. 5 pro tips and a full recap. Plus, Adam's got something special queued up for tomorrow. Don't go anywhere. The best part is always the finish line. All right, Luna, quiz time. 5 questions, all focused on today's silent letters.
Ready.
Question 1. Correctly say the word for a piece of land surrounded by water.
Island.
Perfect. Question 2. Correctly say the word used to cut food.
Knife.
Excellent. Question 3. Correctly say the day of the week that comes after Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Wonderful. Question 4. Correctly say the word meaning to feel unsure about something.
Doubt.
Perfect. And question 5. How do you feel about silent letters now compared to the start of today?
Honestly, at the start, it felt like English was just being unfair on purpose. Now I understand there's real history behind it, and that actually makes me want to learn more, not less.
5 for 5, Luna. Beautifully answered. Now, 5 tips to keep mastering silent letters. Tip number 1. Learn silent letter words in small groups by pattern, like the silent K group, knife, no, knee, since grouping by pattern is far more efficient than memorizing randomly. Tip number 2. Say the word out loud immediately after learning it silent, since hearing yourself skip the letter correctly builds much faster than only reading it silently. Tip number 3. Don't try to memorize every silent letter rule at once, since English has many small patterns and gradual exposure works better than forcing it all in one day. Tip number 4. Notice silent letters in words you already use often, since personal relevance, like we saw with knife today, speeds up retention significantly. Tip number 5. Remind yourself that native speakers also learn these as children through repeated exposure, not instant memorization, so patience with yourself is part of the process.
Tip 1 is something I want to try tonight, actually grouping words by their silent letter instead of learning them one at a time.
That's a wonderful approach, Luna. Grouping really does make patterns click faster. How do you feel heading into day 11?
Honestly, today felt like solving a small mystery I've had for years. I feel less frustrated with English spelling now and more curious about it.
That shift from frustration to curiosity, Luna, that's exactly what today was designed for. Let's recap. First, we learned that silent letters often come from real history, sounds that used to be pronounced. Second, we practiced key examples, island, knife, Wednesday, and doubt. Third, we used these words in real conversation and 3 role-play situations. Fourth, we repeated 12 full sentences covering different silent letter patterns. And fifth, we learned 8 new words to describe and discuss this topic with real understanding.
When you list it out like that, today feels like it gave me a completely new relationship with English spelling.
In many ways, it did, Luna. If today helped even one spelling mystery finally make sense, give this video a like. It genuinely helps more learners find this challenge. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on notifications, because tomorrow we tackle another sneaky pronunciation trap, the word comfortable, and why it's not actually 4 syllables.
Here's your homework before tomorrow. Find 3 new silent letter words on your own this week and say each one out loud, skipping the silent letter naturally.
And in the comments, tell us which silent letter word confused you the most before today. We read every single one, and honestly, it helps us plan future episodes too.
We're solving real mysteries about English together now, not just memorizing rules.
Exactly, Luna. English didn't lie to you, it just forgot to explain itself. Until today. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 11.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, everyone.